Hi there, Justin. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Although your picture is not as clear as mine, as it looks like.
No, it's just it's an old camera.
Okay. Well, I have been booked doing other activities this week, so I haven't had a chance to look at anything.
Yeah, I did little bits, but I didn't get very much done.
Okay.
I've done a lot this week.
All right. Maybe we want to have these meetings every 2 weeks. It depends upon the week, of course. But I've got in the middle of a couple other projects, so as well as working. So
Did you see the little bit of confusion with Paul and the
I did see that. That was interesting. I didn't quite understand what the final resolution is, because I saw in another location a picture of the black hole where it actually had a black spot in it, and I don't know if that was real or not, because you can never trust the news. So
Paul just emailed a little while ago, just saying that I didn't understand that he's saying the results are not. There's not the results are not verified. The results are not out yet. He said. What did he say? Let me just go back.
Well, I saw another website where they said the results are out, and it definitely looks like a black hole because there's a black spot in the middle.
Mhm.
And I know that the pictures that Paul sent were there was no black spot in the middle. So I don't trust the press at all. So
Yeah. No, same with me.
what?
Same with me.
Same with you. Yeah, it's like
They say anyway.
it's kind of meaningless, whenever they say anything. So it's like,
Paul said he would try and about a few days ago. He said he would try and attend the meeting. He was in Germany at the moment.
okay.
I think he would be there the next week or something. I can't remember.
Okay. We may, because it depends upon how much gets done. I mean, we don't have to have the meetings every week. I think it's good that we have consistency, that we have at least every couple weeks. I didn't do anything this week, so I feel guilty, and I don't want to feel guilty. But yeah, I've got other projects that I'm dedicated to, so I got to get those things done. And some of them are related to subquantum kinetics. I mean, one of the ones that I'm working on pretty hard is directly related to subquantum kinetics, is because I'm doing experiments. I'm trying to create subquantum ether fields or subquantum kinetic fields, and then test against them. So tools that generate the fields and then testing against those fields. So
what do you think of this 5G business that they're talking about in the alternative media?
it's just another level of network. It's wireless. It's there's lots of fields that are hitting us all the time. Some people are sensitive to them. The ones where I've seen a lot of sensitivity are people who live right by power lines. If you live right by a power line, you're going to get affected probably, if you're sensitive. Some people might not get affected, but most of the people I've seen affected are people who are, those big metal towers where they got those big wires. If people live by those are the ones that I'm seeing that are affected by, where it's a real, very obvious field, heavy field. I've seen other things where people were talking about, having those power meters by their house. Yeah. But, I saw them saying, hey, sending out a communication every 5 seconds, and you could see like the bugs were going, bzz, bzz, the bugs were literally being affected by it. But then I looked at the specs of the meters that I have, and they send out a message every hour, which is a huge difference. So it's like, it's not that powerful, and it's on the other side of the house, and it's every hour. So it's like, it's not the same as where you've seen those fields. So I know people are concerned about the field that the 5G puts out, and it's like, what are the specs? If it will have an effect or not.
I saw a documentary by Sasha Stone and some others, and they were sort of like concerned that they were saying that it's like military grade technology, that they're using the microwaves that they used in the military to disperse crowds and enemy soldiers and things like that, and that they're concerned that it's kind of like just the same kind of microwaves as a microwave oven, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how strong the fields are. 4G, I don't know what the deal is. What's wrong with 4G? I get video on my phone with 4G.
Yeah. They could just stay with 4G there.
Well, what more are you going to get? I mean, video is about as fast as you're going to get. I don't know if you want to put a gaming console on these things. I can't imagine playing a game. I mean, you don't have enough screen, you don't have enough controllers. I mean, games do require faster processing, but I mean, I don't know what else you're going to put on it. Real-time interaction, you know, I mean, that's what game does. If you got real-time back and forth. I mean, even if you're editing something, the amount of information going back and forth is, you know, you're getting bytes going back and forth quickly. It's only like with a game where you might be getting more information going back and forth. But I just can't imagine playing. Well, you got Pokemon. People are playing Pokemon on their phones. 4G works for Pokemon.
There might be some scientists coming out and complaining about making a complaint about it, or some people taking action, because if it is kind of like dangerous, much more. I mean, 4G has health risks with it, but 5G is supposed to have even greater, you know, much greater. So
yeah, I have my phone by me all the time, and I don't know what the issue is. Either way, I don't know what the issue is. I don't know why you need 5G. I don't know why you need
so anyway,
why you know what the health effects are. Okay, the paper, rotational reflection diffusion in subquantum kinetics, step 2.
So this is what I put. Can you see this one? This
one. Yeah, I haven't read the second version. I read the first. Well, one of the versions.
This is what I discovered, which I haven't fully proved yet to myself, but I'm fairly confident, is that Michael showed this and said, could the equations be here? The model G equations, could these be them? And then I realized that this kind of thing, which was shown earlier on in the model G CPP C++ part, was shown here. You can see the exponential term there. So that exponential term is then being brought into here because it's GP equals.
Those are being set and those being used.
And then you've got. Do you remember you asked about the start and the end? Here we got the start and the end. So there's the start. There's the start there.
Well, I was asking about where they're being set, and that's that line that you have there at the top.
Yeah. So here's the exponential term. So that exponential, I think, is a bit like the exponential and the exponential time differencing. You know, when you use exponential terms to solve partial differential equations. So like here, I should imagine this kind of thing here. And let me just see down. This one here. Can you see this one here that we showed last week? These seem to be like, and I haven't fully understood it yet, but I think these exponential terms are a way of ordering the equation so that you can numerically solve it.
Yes, that's true.
So there's the exponential. So the exponential term, where is it? Okay, the exponential term. Let me just get to the thing here. So these here he's showing the g-ons, the x-ons, the y-ons, and there's the exponential term there, and then that's been brought in to the model G equations here. It's been brought in there. So there's the g-ons, the x-ons, the y-ons. There's the exponential term, and obviously that's then brought in down here. So that's what I'm fairly confident about that. And there's that start. So he's got a start here, and that's been brought in from this function here. I'm not sure where he defines start. Anyway, that's as far as I got. So I'm fairly certain that's to do with the like you see in this paper here, breaking the equation up with exponential terms in order to numerically solve it, or approximate.
Yes. Okay. That sounds like a reasonable assumption of, you know, it's been decades since I did it, but that sounds like how they broke it up in order to solve the equations from a computational tractability perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds familiar, even though it's been, I don't know, I was coming up on 4 decades.
Okay. Did you see David? He left a message saying he was on an aircraft at the moment.
Yes, I saw that. Yes.
So what should we do? Shall we carry on with this, or do you want to cut it short? And
I haven't done anything, so this is so deep that it's something I have to spend time on, and it's not fair to you for me to take your time while I'm spending on it. And I've got other things to do that I have to get done today. So today's not the best day for me to, you know.
I could put an email out later on during the week and asking, do people want asking people if they want a video meeting now or whatever, you know.
I think it's good to have regular, you know, twice a week, sort of like mandatory, and once a week, like every 2 weeks, you know, sort of mandatory, and every other week is sort of, you know, depending upon people have time. So you may want to schedule it that way.
Schedule it once, twice weekly.
Yeah, maybe twice weekly, maybe 3 times a month or something like that, because this every week time I think is starting to wear on people. So I think you need to break it, and it's not necessarily every other week. It could be, you know, 3 times a month or something like that. But you know, I do see it wearing on people. So
yeah, because it's a little bit too frequent, sort of like people.
Yeah, it's a bit too frequent.
Considering people haven't got a lot of time anyway.
Yeah, but you know, it's good to have some regularity, because I think it's important to everybody in the group. So. So I've been looking at it since when did I read Laviolette's book? I don't know. It's in the last 6 years, maybe 4 years ago.
Because sometimes it takes time to sort of like get around, because it's not something that's very simple. It's reasonably complex.
Yes,
it takes time.
And it takes time. You have to sit down for a couple hours to be able to contribute something. So I don't think there's any reason to share today's meeting on the
thing.
No, we didn't go over anything.
Okay, I'll just put a little note out there and say what
we talked about. Yeah, I mean, you already put it in the Facebook comments to a certain degree, but yeah, I think it's worthwhile for you to at least put that small clip of what you talked about. That's your best guess.
So you're saying not to put the video on?
Not when we're talking about the 5G stuff, no.
Oh, okay.
There's no reason to include that as part of this. I think that would be inappropriate. People would be asking, why are they talking about that? Because we were just gabbing.
I'm not sure how I think I might just leave the video out altogether, because I'm not sure how to cut it up.
Right, yeah. So just you know, you can throw your 3 equations in there. It'll be easier for people to understand anyway if they just bang, bang, bang. Because you only really said 3 different things. Here's the equations from this paper, here's the equations from this paper, and you think it correlates with this, and you think that you're breaking the equation into exponentials in order to do.
Put it here. Can you see it here? I've already put it here, basically.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. You already did it. You could clarify it if you wanted to, and say, hey, this is what we talked about, and just point people in the direction of this specific note. You can say, hey, please look at the April 9th at 1807. Well, on your computer, it is 1807. Mine, it might say different because everything's at different time.
What do you think? A video meeting next week or the week after?
decide on every 2 weeks. I think at this point, decide every 2 weeks and start whichever week that you want. And just as long as people know that, hey, we're going to go to a little different cadence, I think that'll give people a relief.
Justin.
You know, I think it was good that we had it every week to get started, to get connected. And we may want to go back to that depending on how deep people are getting into it. But considering the depth that everybody's going right now, I think every 2 weeks is good. Yeah. The time was confusing to me. 7 o'clock your time is 2 o'clock my time. What time is it there now?
It's 8 o'clock. It's nine. It's just gone 8. It's gone 8:30 in London.
Okay, I'm confused. So you may want to with the time 7 o'clock your time. I thought it was 3 o'clock today, and that's when I joined. I should have remembered it was really 2 o'clock. That's my mistake. But it's easy to make mistakes with these time zones. You may want to do a little chart with time zones for Sweden, for Greece, yeah, and for London and Eastern US.
Your Eastern Standard Time.
Yes,
Eastern
and so
time,
is Michael.
Eastern Standard.
Yeah. And Michael is too. You may want to put a time in your notice saying,
because I just put GMT and just left it as that so that they could just sort of see what GMT was, and then
with the daylight savings that we just went through, which is the most confusing part of the year because we do it three weeks different than you guys, the daylight savings time. So you might want to do there's a screen capture. You might want to go to, there's some time zone things where you can put in the cities that you want. Yeah. And whenever you go there, it'll have those cities and it'll have the different times.
As what do I write here? As we discussed having a meeting every 2 weeks would be better as people aren't producing so much at the moment. People have
that's not, you need to be a little more positive in how you say that, as schedules are busy.
Yes, as schedule times of everyone is busy and
gives people more time to prepare for meetings. Say it in a positive way, because that way it's sort of saying, hey, we're giving you more time so you can prepare for the meeting. And I'm telling myself that.
But if it's every week, people can, you've only just got it together and it's the next meeting.
Yeah.
Schedule times of everyone is busy and gives people time to prepare.
Yeah, that's good enough.
We're not outputting a lot at the moment.
Yeah, we don't need to say that. We can just, I think that this captures it.
A short session with just today. We discussed having a meeting every 2 weeks would be better, as scheduled times.
You need a comma in there.
As scheduled times of everyone is busy and gives people time to prepare.
And it gives it, yeah. It, you might want to put an it in front of gives.
Gives people.
Or it gives people time. The 2 weeks gives people time.
Okay. Gives people time to prepare. What about that?
Yeah, that's great.
So we'll see. We'll do one.
And you can mention what we talked about. That see the your note. You just reviewed some of the. You can just say, we just reviewed some of the notes that you had made in Facebook.
About some
of the posts in Facebook. And also the what was the
right to exponential time differencing.
Yeah, okay, you can mention that, but you can also mention the thing about Laviollette's what is that, whatever that was called, the black hole pictures.
Well, I'm a little bit concerned about whether every time I say something, he says I'm wrong.
But just say, yeah, who knows what the topic is. Yeah.
because I wouldn't read the email fully, and I was
Then
trying
just take
to
Paul's and some of Paul's emails. It's good enough.
I was trying to can you see I was trying to reply. He said, "You're still not understanding. There are no results. They have not come yet. When they do come, we can see if my prediction is verified."
Okay, all right.
So he sent that to everyone. That's wrong by Gustavo.
Okay, yeah. I understood that the results said that he said these results weren't in. Okay.
We briefly talked about some of the posts on Facebook related to exponential time differencing. I'll just leave it at that. And
Fine.
yeah, leave it at that.
Great. Okay. It's good talking to you. And
Okay,
I really
Justin.
appreciate your effort in coordinating this, even if it's not a deep meeting. This is real important that you're coordinating this, and I really appreciate it.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Brendan.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm just doing this now. So, okay. I'll see you maybe either next week or the week after.
However you schedule it.
I'll decide and we'll do it.
That's fine.
2 weeks. So I'll probably do one next week, and then after that is 2 weeks.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay, take care.
All right, later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.